The intractable problem that I want to focus on is performance and quality metrics. This question of how do you grade a school is as complicated and historic as how do you grade a student. My frustration, actually, the number one reason I started running was because I was trying to figure out if the school across the street from me was good or bad. Very simple question. I live in the Richmond district. Argonne Elementary School is across the street. I'm there with my newborn son. Is that school good? Or how do you even measure good? What does that even mean? That simple set of questions led to, I think, what I've since learned is a very common frustration of all parents. The information that we probably have on the food that's on this table is probably of a higher quality and better respected than a lot of the data we have on school performance. And some of this stuff is pretty simple. Class size, teacher retention, credentials, you can make it overly complicated if you want, but even getting that information was far too hard. So how does one provide that type of transparency, which ultimately leads to accountability, while without complicating and making the entire system far too hard for the average parent or any parent to understand? My proposal for that, for how to bring greater transparency and accountability, really performance metrics and management to the school system, really focuses on finding a real replacement for the API, or the Academic Performance Indicator. Our schools have been flying blind. Our schools, we've been failing to grade our schools as a concept, and I think that in that gap, the years that we've been living in that system, there have been really good motions and movements at the state level. We haven't brought that yet into San Francisco. Finding the replacement scorecard, the dashboard, whatever that may be, to our schools is one of the best ways that we can empower families, better understand the diversity opportunities within our city, and really it's a way to empower the teachers and the administrators and the students themselves. Are we holding ourselves accountable? Can we get good answers? And is it a, heaven forbid, joyful and exciting process to figure out what is going on at that school? How hard should that question be? That is the intractable problem that I will focus on.